Hey man, say man, what it do man? Happy TikTok Tuesday man. Welcome to TikTok Tuesday. I'm your host, just Nate by the way. And in today's video we'll just be reacting to TikToks man that will have you thinking man. TikToks that'll have you really questioning and wondering life man. But if you're new to this channel, man, welcome to this channel. And if you're a returning member, welcome back, man. Shout out to the returning members, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't be here, man. Y'all keep me grounded. Y'all keep me motivated, man. So, yeah, man. Let's dive straight in it, man. Whatever you need for this video, get it ready. Your J, your wine, whatever you need. Your food, your snacks, whatever. And we going in.
I want y'all to look at something real quick. No, I'm not being no conspiracy theorist. No, I'm not overthinking. I'm just trying to get y'all to put your thinking caps on. Opening up my third eye. I want y'all to take a look at this. And I want to kind of get my thoughts on what I'm about to show you. Now, this right here is a silicone mask. This is a realistic silicone mask. No, this is not AI. Masks like this go from about $700 to $1,000. $700 to $1,000. Now, there's no common person that's about to pay $700 to $1,000 for no mask. At least, not nobody I know. So, who is this mask for? Now, me, I was born black, I live black, and I'm going to die black. So, we know the mask is not for me, or anybody that looks like me. So, who is this mask for? I personally believe that you have non-black people that are wearing these masks, committing crimes, so that they can push the so-called black-on-black crime narrative. And I believe these people
That'll be crazy work, bro, but he might be on to something.
Being paid. Because this right here is strange. It's not necessary. It's not needed. Now, these masks were created around the year 2003, but I have good reason.
I don't know why he added that background music. That stuff a little creepy.
To believe that these masks were around since the 80s. Because you still have unsolved so-called black-on-black crimes that are over 40 years old. You have families of victims that are still trying to get justice. But the suspects, the black suspects, completely vanished.
That's crazy, bro. Like, money, man. People with money can do anything. $700 for a mask. You can get away with murder, bro.
They vanished because
demonic.
They weren't even black in the first place. The so-called black suspect never existed. Most likely, it was somebody that was non-black cosplaying as a black man. And I'm gonna go ahead on and be honest. I've been around for a long time, and I've seen people who appear to be black, but then when you look into their eyes, something is off. Something is off.
The eyes is the lamp of the light. What was it? The eyes is like the lamp of the body. If your eyes is light, your whole body is light. If you got darkness in your eye, your whole body is darkness.
Saying something without saying something. You can look at them, they appear black. Look at them hard enough, something is off. And they're usually always lurking around urban areas. Nobody knows them, nobody's seen them before. They're always lurking around. Something is off. All I'm gonna say is, we being played with. What you think is true may not even be true. What you think is false may not even be false. Keep your head on the swivel and pay attention.
Yeah, man, for real. You gotta really watch.
I really am curious to know how deep everybody think about life, right? So, you know how there's all this talk going on about how the mass consciousness is finally awakening, right? And the first question that pops up in my mind when I think about that is the mass consciousness ready to know the truth about life? You get what I'm saying? Because this is way deeper than a social construct. Who is controlling society? If this is a dictatorship, who's sitting in what? You get what I'm saying? Who's the top celebrity? Who's the best influencer? Just all that. Oh, and don't let me forget AI. But have we ever sat down and thought about if we are ready for the truth? You get what I'm saying? I feel like there are things in this world that's going on way deeper than...
No, for real though, like, when you really sit down and just think, like, what would we do, like, if the government revealed that aliens was real, that outer space was fake, or that Earth was flat? Like, what would people do? Like, what's the next step? Like, how do we move forward from that? It's crazy.
What we think. And for instance, I'm going to swing this conversation over to food. Now, when I talk about this subject, this is strictly off of just my mind, my thoughts, and my consciousness. If you agree with it, you agree with it. If you don't agree with it, agree to disagree, okay? Let's get into it. Let's talk about food, for instance. And for food, I'm going to just break off and say this. Of course, we know we can't trust the food, but have we ever thought about what is food? You get what I'm saying?
Or, like, where did food come from? Like, the food they make and stuff. Yeah, I always think of that, man.
Yeah, we are told fruits and vegetables and eat your proteins, but really sitting deep about food. And we're going to swing this over to ground meat, preferably. Now, when you go get a log of ground meat or a package of ground meat, we are told that it is either beef or chicken. You know what I'm saying? But let's take it a little deeper than that. There is talk in the world about how there's only 144,000 cemeteries, right? And you already got these people who work in cemeteries telling us that there are crazy things going on.
That's crazy, 144,000 cemeteries. And that's a number in the Bible.
Inside the cemetery, you got people who
I think it's for the 12 tribes of Israel.
Posting videos and telling their story about how they go back and try to do something with their family or something like that, and there's nothing inside the coffin. Now, I want y'all to follow me when I say this. How can we physically tell the difference between cow ribs and human ribs? How can we tell the difference between human meat and cow meat? You get what I'm saying? Because when it's all grinded up, it looks the same. We can go inside the store and look at a rib, and the rib will say beef ribs. But let me bring it to your attention. Humans are still animals as well. So how would you know if you're looking at a human rib and or an animal rib when we are still inside the animal kingdom, if you get what I'm saying?
No, for real, how would you tell the difference? You can't. Unless you got, like, equipment or technology that can tell you, like, the difference. Like, you can't just tell off your eyes seeing a human, like a rib. You won't tell if it's a human or an animal. You really can't tell.
Now, I know some people will be like, this mug is reaching. But I really want y'all to sit and think about that for a second. How can you tell a difference between a human rib and a cow rib? And this is what I sit and think about. This is why I said there is way more stuff going on in the world that probably most of us will not be able to comprehend. Only, like, let's say the mass, excuse me, I can't get my words together. Let's say the mass consciousness is ready to hear that, right? Watch how fast, let's say if something come up and they tell you exactly what it is, how much of that mass consciousness do you think is going to stick and stay? Most of the mass consciousness is going to be like, hell no, I'm going to go back to what I know, because ignorance is bliss. Like I said, if you agree with what I said, you agree. If you disagree with what I just said, agree to disagree, if you get what I'm saying. But I want to know who else thinks that deep. And if you think that there are way more deeper things going on in the world, I would really like to hear it.
Yeah, I really do think that, though. Like, I really think
Again, y'all, my name is Kendo. Drop your name inside the comments. Me and you are now real-time friends. And until the next video, bye!
Yeah, man, it's like, there's so much stuff, like the ocean.
It's crazy how y'all believe sinners, but call Orlando Brown crazy. Yes, Ice Spice is Jay-Z. Yes, Kendrick Lamar
Ice Spice is who?
is Tony Braxton. You have to understand, this musically inclined demon that they're putting to the forefront is all one demon. Notice how this musically inclined demon is attached to defilement. Notice how you have to pay this demon back with impurity. You have to either indulge in or push the pollution of a clean spirit. This musically inclined demon does not feel comfortable in cleanliness. Once you take a step back, it's clear as day. You get what I'm saying? You'll see artists taking a step back from their craft and, pivoting into other things. Look at Rihanna. You'll see artists not make music for a long time, and then the moment that they begin to be defiled publicly and push this defilement, Nelly dropping a song, Cardi B.
I always wondered why, like, where like artists be at that just be disappearing for a long time, like no social media posts, no music, they just disappear. I always be wondering, like, that be having me thinking, like, when I don't know if y'all seen like the conspiracy theories on like the human traffickings and like the underground tunnels and stuff, and how they be holding certain celebrities down there and torture them and stuff. I be thinking like that's what they be having going on when celebrities just go disappearing out of nowhere.
Notice how when NLE Choppa
I do know that the industry is demonic, very demonic though.
his vibration, raised his consciousness, and noticed what he was doing, he wanted to stop pushing violence, but he knows this demon has to be paid with defilement, so he switched over to pushing sex. In his mind, I'm pretty sure he said, sex not gonna kill these niggas. Stop killing niggas with some pussy, you get what I'm saying? That's probably the thought process that went behind his head, like, fuck it. You get what I'm saying? But he still has to pay with impurity. He had to go from keep me erect just like tennis to we fucking know what. There's no way out. You have to push defilement. You have to push impurity.
That's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Hey, little bro, let me put you on to the secret. When you dance to music talking about I'm gonna kill the ops, I'm gonna shoot, I'm gonna do all this, and you dance and you got look, it's like a ritual, like kind of like spiritual thing. So don't be surprised if somebody around you gets shot, or you get shot, or you just call negative energies and stuff. Because when you dance to, I'm gonna kill the ops and shoot that nigga. This is a ritual.
That's crazy, but that's true. I believe that too. Like,
No reason.
this music, bro. This music, I believe like the music definitely make people do things that they wouldn't normally do, bro. Like, it's definitely spiritual, bro. Like,
Matters that Jesus is black. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It doesn't matter. It matters, bro. We stole an entire identity from these people. There was a race that was chosen by God, okay? When God was playing this Sims game, he chose a black character, okay? Because that most closely related and identified with his personality. He wanted to be humble. He wanted to come as a meek person. Bro.
me personally, I'm not really big on it. Like, I've been gave it up, like, whether Jesus was black or white, or like whether God is black or white. Like, I do believe God is spirit, so I believe like your skin complexion don't have nothing to do with it. But I mean, as far as Jesus, I know he was a human being, so I think people should know like how Jesus really looked, if they've been showing us a fake image of Jesus, which I do believe they've been showing us a fake image of Jesus. But let me know down in the comments below what you think.
Entire Bible is a redemptive story about black people. From going from last to they're gonna be first, bro. It's the entire Bible is like the redemption of a race that was being used for slavery since the beginning of time. Think about this. This is why black people are superior to white people. This is why they can run faster. They have harder heads. This is why they can jump higher. They're the chosen.
Dang, we have harder heads? I gotta look that up and see if that's true or not.
Race of God. It's so in your face, dude. The Egyptians with the cornrow hair, and now where are all our Egyptian people, bro?
I mean, for real though, all the Egyptians, they definitely had braids and like dreadlocks in them images and carved images on the walls and stuff.
I don't have any Egyptian friends. I've never met an Egyptian dude. It's like they just disappeared, dude. What happened to that whole race of people? It's black people, okay? When you read the Bible, the reason it doesn't make sense to you is because you're not replacing the word Jew or Hebrew with black person.
I don't know. God gonna have to reveal that to me, man. You can't take everybody's word, but he might be on to something, but you can't take everybody's word.
Black people.
It's best to do our own research on it.
You have the most sacred, beautiful position. You have the biggest shoes to fill. I am so sorry for everything. You'll all see. You'll all see when we get up there.
Yeah.
You'll see when we get up there and Juicy J is playing. Okay? You'll be like, oh,
Not Juicy J, man.
oops. Crazy dude on TikTok was right. It's everywhere in history. White people whitewash history wherever we go. We take that for ourselves. Bro, Egyptians had electricity, okay? The Luxor, the Black Pyramid, that shoots up light into the sky. What do you think that's about, dude? They had electricity, dude. The Nile had all the elements for batteries and
Yeah, like I was told this a long time ago, that like back then, like the Egyptians, they had all the technology that we have now, like tablets and like flat screens and all this stuff. Like they had technology back then. So I don't know how true it is, but man, I believe it, because it's like the way they was building stuff back then, man. It's like they had some other type of knowledge for real.
electricity, like the copper and the salt water and the limestone and everything. Look up the jet towers, dude. Anyway, Jesus is black and he's coming back. Oh yeah, and why does the KKK burn crosses? Thought you guys were Christians. This is another video for black people. The Sphinx, you know, the nose, it's like broken off. That's because it had a black nose, like the features of a black person's nose. And because we stole Egypt and all of their technology, we had to break the nose off. It's what we do best, whitewashing. Some other things that come to my mind, other than batteries and electricity being stolen from the Egyptians, Jesus was sold for 30 pieces of silver. That was also, coincidentally, the most amount of money a black slave could be traded for back in Roman times. Have you ever wondered how Jesus or a Jew or some Hebrew person walked into a town and everyone knew right away that they were Jewish? How do you know someone's religion? Just by looking, because they're black people.
Or it was how they was dressed or how they appeared. I don't know. Can't always just say they was black or white, man. It's people, you can tell a person that's professional from a person that's unprofessional sometimes by how they dress or just how they appear.
It's that simple. Have a mind, grow a brain. Dude, Kanye was right. Crucifixion itself was a torture method reserved for the slave class, black people in Rome. You think they were doing that to white people? Oh, did you know all the gladiators were black too? Oh, Spartacus? It wasn't a white dude.
Alright, it's safe to say this dude is I guess he's for the blacks, but man, he can be reaching, man. I don't know, man. Hey.
Black names in the Bible. Zechariah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Enoch, Isaiah. We can do this a long time. We really can. It's the entire Bible. It's a black history.
I think people just need to stop putting labels on things like names and colors. Like that's a black color, or that's a black name, or that's a boy bike or a girl bike. Like, man, just stop putting labels on things, man. It's just objects and human. It's like things you gotta be more specific, man. Like when you try to put labels on things, it get confusion.
Book. It's a black history book.
It just be confusion all over the place.
Bro, this is what you call money. Their whole house is matte black. They got a black Porsche in their yard.
Can y'all believe Trippie Redd house was on my route?
This is what you call money. I just know their whole lineup is all black.
Bro, that low key look creepy, like all black, like I don't know, man, black on black.
What?
And then it got the no trespassing, trespassing things on there. Hold up. Right here, got the no trespassing joints on there.
House is matte black. They got a black Porsche
Look like they doing something they not supposed to do in their house.
in the yard. This is what you call money. I just know their whole lineup is all black.
And Trippie Redd be looking demonic anyway sometimes, man. Man, we need to pray for that, man. Pray for it, man. Pray for the world, man. Pray for the industry. Pray for America, man. We just need to pray, man. For For real.
You know what's crazy? I was having a conversation, right? And I was having a conversation with somebody that I have a lot of respect and honor for, that I talk highly about. Like he wouldn't even understand how much the conversations that we've had have had an impact on me. And I can try to articulate that to him, and I have, and he's said the same thing about me, but it's still hard to fully communicate that. Like, yo, bro, you've changed my life, bro. From the instant I met you, you changed my life, you changed my perspective. Thank you. With that being said, right, I was having a conversation with this light of a person, and I was like, bro, because we have a lot of similar experiences as far as like people not truly understanding and valuing our presence.
Right.
People know exactly who you are before you can fully embrace who you are.
Right.
And so they want to keep you at that point. They want to keep you at that frequency for as long as possible. And a lot of times, it's comfortable. It's familiar, right? Like, especially as the person that is the victim in that situation, right? Of said person, right? So when you're in that situation as the person that's getting down a little fucked up, it's so familiar to you because your whole life people have known and seen who you are, seen the light that you bring, but they can't fully appreciate that because they have their own insecurities about themselves. They don't got nothing to do with you. They don't got nothing to do with you, but they're projecting that onto you, and they're trying to make you feel a certain type of way. What happens is, before you're on your journey of really taking it serious, of really doing that shadow work, really soul searching, really remembering who you are, when you take that journey serious and you value isolation because you know what it brings, you know the value when you come out of isolation that you bring to other people, you know that.
And that's crazy, like, man, like, it's like you don't really figure out the things that you like or want in life until you isolate yourself from everything else and everybody else. Like, when you get into that alone time when it's just you and God and nobody else, you start to learn a lot about yourself, about others, and it's just like about life in general. Like, isolation is definitely the key, man.
And there's evidence of that. Those relationships and those dynamics no longer serve you, and you see them for what they are. And you'll try to still be cordial with people, but they know that they don't have you how they used to have you no more, because they didn't value you how they were supposed to value you. But I asked.
Right, they didn't appreciate you.
Like, I'm like, bro, does it still surprise you on how good of a person other people think that you are? Like, does it still shock you when other people that just meet you, like, cling to you and really value you and pour into you? And he was like, no, because I'm fully stepping into who I am. I'm just existing. He's like, man, I'm just here. You're impressed by me just being here? I haven't even done nothing, and you're impressed by me being here. Every room that I walk in to, just because I'm in the room got better. And I'm thinking, I'm just like, bro, that's some real shit. I'm younger than he is, so for me, I'm still going through my journey, and I'm just like, damn, when I get around genuine people, they be like, bro, you're shit, bro. And I be like, damn, because my whole life, everybody kind of just play me to the left. And it's like they always think that I'm this arrogant, cocky, bro, I'm just what you think that you are, really that. So, this is not a facade, this is not a character that I gotta build up. This is just who I am. You think that it's fake because you're not that. You would have to build up a character. How I truly am, you would have to build that up. You would have to put on a facade. I don't have to do things like that. It's not fly to me. I can't be nobody else but me.
Facts.
But through everybody else, I get to see myself. And it's a learning lesson in that, even people I don't fuck with.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Be yourself all the time, man. Be yourself. And don't be trying to live for an image, man. Don't be trying to live for an image, man. But yeah, man. Happy Tuesday, man. If y'all enjoyed these videos, man, like this video, man. Comment down below, man. If you're a thinker, man. If you think like these people, man. If you're an overthinker, man. Comment down below, man. Because I overthink all the time, man. I overthink about stupid things, man. But I definitely think like them conspiracy theories, man, about how the world's set up. Like, all our life, we just been living how they told us to live, for real. Like, going to school and going through this process, man. Paying rent, paying the government taxes, working for half of our money, and just all types of stuff, man. But, like, it's just crazy, man. But God bless, man. Remember, stay safe out here. I'll see y'all in the next one.